But Robert, it's like when you and Jim talked, and I thought he was a really nice guy. I really like him, and your conversation you two had together was really great. And Jim said that he says that the past has never happened. How would you, if you should describe the past? I understand that the past, that's in my mind what we were at my girlfriend's mom celebrated her 72 birthday today for a few hours ago, but I understand that the memory of that has never happened because that's just a memory. So how would you describe the past? Is it for real, or is it like Jim says it's never happened? It have never existed, if I understood him right.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that's what he is saying. He may be. I just never got to the bottom of that question with him. It's difficult to get to the bottom of anything with Jim because of the jargon that he uses. His vocabulary I find confusing. But I'm pretty sure that World War II happened.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he would say that it didn't happen. We never got that far in the conversation. But I just I see things naturalistically. I'm not that interested in spirituality. I believe that there's been a history with dinosaurs millions of years ago and Nazis in the 1930s. I believe all that really happened. And I believe that Donald Trump was president, and now he isn't anymore, thank God. That's pretty much just the naturalistic way of seeing life. The fine point arises when you say, was any of that real? Well, it depends on what you mean by real. I mean, real compared to what? Is human history that we think is so important, is that really important compared to the entire universe, which is huge beyond our comprehension? I don't know. So if I think something is real, it may be real to me and maybe not real to you. And that's where we lose the ability to really discuss these matters. We don't know what's real and what isn't. All I know is what I see, feel, and think, and how that relates to any larger reality is a mystery to me. And one reason for my critique of spirituality, which is a harsh critique, is that they're always talking about reality as if somebody really knows what that is. And I'm not too sure anybody really does. Yes? So I'm kind of like an idiot, you know? I mean, I'm just here. I don't know what to make of it. So like you, I'm doing the things that I do. If I'm attracted to something, I'm attracted to it, and I probably follow that attraction, but I don't think it leads anywhere.
Just have one final question, Robert, because some people are talking about an absolute. Could there be an absolute? Because I don't understand what an absolute could be. An absolute seems to me to be something that is really fixed, that if I'm not thinking, or I'm sitting here now, I'm aware of this conversation, and that is the absolute. But for me, this is just what's happening. Like, this is just life, and it's happening right now. But what would you say? Is there an absolute?
Well, that's a term, and it's usually called the absolute.
Yeah.
That's a term in spirituality and in some philosophy. The idea there is that there is some really real thing that exists, and what we're seeing here is either a pale reflection of it, or a version of it, or a reflection of it. So in that system, God is real, for example, and all of us are just his creations, and we're not real. We're just these things that he made up for his amusement. That's one version of it. Or in the non-duality, in Vedanta, there's truth and reality, and then there's Maya, which is illusion. And our life and our world is considered to be illusion, whereas the absolute is real. So there's a distinction made there, but I don't know how to make it. I don't see that. So I hear people speaking about it, and logically I can understand what they're talking about because they're using language that I understand, but I don't really know what they're talking about. They're just talking. All I hear is people going blah, 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 absolute, blah, 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 absolute. And to me, it means nothing. I don't think of it. I have no access to it. And I don't believe that the people who speak about it have any access to it. It's an idea in their mind. It's a fantasy. It's an idea. They heard the idea. It's dogma. They heard the idea. They read it in the Vedas or whatever it is, the Upanishads, and they say, "Oh, well, that's truth because it's very old and it's been repeated for eons, so it must be real." Oh, I don't think there's any evidence for that. If there is, I don't know about it. So, as I was saying before, Goran, my approach to life is naturalistic. I believe that I am an animal born on the earth. I believe that we animals on this planet evolved from simple one-celled creatures, and that we now have intelligence and we have language so we can discuss these matters, but we can't get to the bottom of them. So it's really amusing to discuss them, but you won't get anywhere.
No, we're still here.
And so if someone, let's say someone is happy just walking around and never thinking about any of these things, lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to the meeting. It's great to see you.
Yeah, same, Robert. Thank you.